Hey, so let's talk about pitches. So pitches are what we use in music to be able to identify how high or how low a note is. Let's envision a piano, for example. We'll start with that instrument since it is most universally used. Now, pitch is what we use to identify the lowest note to the highest note in music notation. Pitch is also named by 7 different notes: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And in music, we then repeat these notes over and over and over. Let's take a look at middle C on the piano. Middle C is what we identify as C4. And the 4 is a register number. We use register numbers to help us to identify which C or which letter we are speaking of on the instrument. For example, we have C4, which is middle C. The C below that C would be C3. The C before that would be C2. And before that would be C1, going to the left of the piano. However, if I were to go up the piano to the right, after C4 would be C5, then C6, and C7, etc., etc. So there's also the same with all the other letter names. So I will say this: after C4 or before C4, there is what we call B3. The change of registration number starts between the B and the C of every octave. Also note that an octave is the distance between that note and its same note followed up 8 notes above. For example, if I start at middle C, which is C4, and then I go up 8 notes, including that C, C4, I go up C4, D4, E4, F4, G4, A5, B5, C5. That is 8 notes apart. So from C4 to C5 is an octave. This is the same with every other note as well.